A Necklace of Raindrops by Joan Aiken. A man called Mr. Jones and his wife lived near the sea. One stormy night, Mr. Jones was in his garden when he saw the holly tree by his gate begin to toss and shake. A voice cried, "Help me! I'm stuck in the tree, help me, or the storm will go on all night." Very surprised, Mr. Jones walked down to the tree. In the middle of it was a tall man with a long grey cloak and a long grey beard, and the brightest eyes you ever saw. "Who are you?" Mr. Jones said. "What are you doing in my holly tree?" "I got stuck in it, can't you see? Help me out, or the storm will go on all night. I am the north wind, and it is my job to blow the storm away." So Mr. Jones helped the north wind out of the holly tree. The north wind's hands were as cold as ice. "Thank you," said the north wind. "My cloak is torn, but never mind. You have helped me, so now I will do something for you." "I don't need anything," Mr. Jones said. "My wife and I have a baby girl just born, and we are as happy as any two people in the world." "In that case," said the north wind, "I will be the baby's godfather. My birthday present to her will be this necklace of raindrops." From under his grey cloak he pulled out a fine silver chain. On the chain were 3 bright, shining drops. "You must put it round the baby's neck," he said. "The raindrops will not wet her, and they will not come off. Every year, or on her birthday, I will bring her another drop. When she has 4 drops, she will stay dry, even if she goes out in the hardest rainstorm. And when she has 5 drops, no thunder or lightning can harm her. And when she has 6 drops, she will not be blown away, even by the strongest wind. And when she has 7 raindrops, she will be able to swim the deepest river. And when she has 8 raindrops, she will be able to swim the widest sea. And when she has 9 raindrops, she will be able to make the rain stop raining if she claps her hands. And when she has 10 raindrops, she will be able to make it start raining if she blows her nose." "Stop! Stop!" cried Mr. Jones. "That is quite enough for one little girl." "I was going to stop anyway," said the north wind. "Mind, she must never take the chain off, or it might bring bad luck. I must be off now to blow away the storm. I shall be back on her next birthday with the 4th raindrop." And he flew away up into the sky, pushing the clouds before him so that the moon and stars could shine out. Mr. Jones went into his house and put the chain with the 3 raindrops round the neck of the baby, who was called Laura. A year soon went by, and when the north wind came back to the little house by the sea, Laura was able to crawl about and to play with her 3 bright shining raindrops. But she never took the chain off. When the north wind had given Laura her 4th raindrop, she could not get wet, even if she was out in the hardest rain. Her mother would put her out in the garden in her pram, and people passing on the road would say, "Look at that poor little baby, left out in all this rain. She'll catch cold." But little Laura was quite dry, and quite happy, playing with the raindrops and waving to her godfather, the north wind, as he flew over. Next year he brought her the 5th raindrop, and the year after that the 6th, and the year after that the 7th. Now Laura could not be harmed by the worst storm, and if she fell into a pond or river, she floated like a feather. And when she had 8 raindrops, she was able to swim across the widest sea. But as she was happy at home, She had never tried. And when she had 9 raindrops, Laura found that she could make the rain stop by clapping her hands. So there were many, many sunny days by the sea. But Laura did not always clap her hands when it rained, for she loved to see the silver drops come sliding out of the sky. Now it was time for Laura to go to school. You can guess how the other children loved her. They would call, "Laura, Laura, make it stop raining, please, so that we can go out to play." And Laura always made the rain stop for them. But there was a girl called Meg who said to herself, "It isn't fair. Why should Laura have that lovely necklace and be able to stop the rain? Why shouldn't I have it?" So Meg went to the teacher and said, "Laura's wearing a necklace." Then the teacher said to Laura, "Oh, you must take your necklace off in school, dear. That's the rule." "But it will bring bad luck if I take it off," said Laura. "Of course it will not bring bad luck. I will put it in a box for you and keep it safe till after school." So the teacher put the necklace in a box. But Meg saw where she put it, and when the children were out playing and the teacher was having her dinner, Meg went quickly and took the necklace and put it in her pocket. When the teacher found that the necklace was gone, she was very angry and sad. "Who has taken Laura's necklace?" she asked. But nobody answered. Meg kept her hand tight in her pocket, holding the necklace. And poor Laura cried all the way home. Her tears rolled down her cheeks like rain as she walked along by the sea. "Oh," she cried, "what will happen when I tell my godfather that I've lost his present?" A fish put his head out of the water and said, "Don't cry, Laura dear. You put me back in the sea when a wave threw me on the sand. I will help you find your necklace." And a bird flew down and called, "Don't cry, Laura dear. You saved me when a storm blew me onto your roof and hurt my wing. I will help you find your necklace." And a mouse popped his head out of a hole and said, "Don't cry, Laura dear. You saved me once when I fell in the river. I will help you find your necklace." So Laura dried her eyes. "How will you help me?" she asked. "I will look under the sea," said the fish, "and I will ask my brothers to help me. "I will fly about and look in the fields and woods and roads," said the bird, "and I will ask all my brothers to help me. "I will look in the houses," said the mouse, "and I will ask my brothers to look in every corner and closet of every room in the world." So they set to work. While Laura was talking to her 3 friends, what was Meg doing? She put on the necklace and walked out in a rainstorm. But the rain made her very wet, and when she clapped her hands to stop it raining, the rain took no notice. It rained harder than ever. The necklace would only work for its true owner. So Meg was angry, but she still wore the necklace until her father saw her with it on. "Where did you get that necklace?" he asked. "I found it in the road," Meg said, which was not true. "It's too good for a child," her father said, and he took it away from her. Meg and her father did not know that a little mouse could see them from a hole in the wall. The mouse ran to tell his friends that the necklace was in Meg's house, and 10 more mice came back with him to drag it away. But when they got there, the necklace was gone. Meg's father had sold it for a great deal of money to a silversmith. 2 days later, a little mouse saw it in the silversmith's shop and ran to tell his friends. But before the mice could come to take it, the silversmith had sold it to a trader, who was buying fine and rare presents for the birthday of the Princess of Arabia. Then a bird saw the necklace, and flew to tell Laura. "The necklace is on a ship which is sailing across the sea to Arabia." "We will follow the ship," said the fishes. "We will tell you which way it goes. Follow us." But Laura stood on the edge of the sea. "How can I swim all that way without my necklace?" she cried. "I will take you on my back," said a dolphin. "You have often thrown me good things to eat when I was hungry." So the dolphin took her on his back, and the fishes went on in front, and the birds flew above, and after many days they came to Arabia. "Now, where is the necklace?" called the fishes to the birds. "The King of Arabia has it. He is going to give it to the princess for her birthday tomorrow." "Tomorrow is my birthday too," said Laura. "Oh, what will my godfather say when he comes to give me my 10th raindrop and finds that I have not got the necklace?" The birds led Laura into the king's garden, and she slept all night under a palm tree. The grass was all dry, and the flowers were all brown, because it was so hot, and had not rained for a year. Next morning the princess came into the garden to open her presents. She had many lovely things. A flower that could sing, and a cage full of birds with green and silver feathers. A book that she could read forever, because it had no last page. And a cat who could play cat's cradle. A silver dress of spider webs, and a gold dress of goldfish scales. A clock with a real cuckoo to tell the time, and a boat made out of a great pink shell. And among all the other presents was Laura's necklace. When Laura saw the necklace, she ran out from under the palm tree and cried, "Oh, please, that necklace is mine." The King of Arabia was angry. "Who is this girl?" he said. "Who let her into my garden? Take her away and drop her in the sea." But the princess, who was small and pretty, said, "Wait a minute, Papa." And to Laura she said, "How do you know it's your necklace?" "Because my godfather gave it to me. When I am wearing it, I can go out in the rain without getting wet. No storm can harm me. I can swim any river and any sea, and I can make the rain stop raining." "But can you make it start to rain?" said the king. "Not yet," said Laura. "Not till my godfather gives me the 10th raindrop." "If you can make it rain, you shall have the necklace," said the king, "for we badly need rain in this country." But Laura was sad, because she could not make it rain till she had her 10th raindrop. Just then the north wind came flying into the king's garden. "There you are, goddaughter," he said. "I have been looking all over the world for you to give you your birthday present." "Where is your necklace?" "The princess has it," said poor Laura. Then the north wind was angry. "You should not have taken it off," he said. And he dropped the raindrop onto the dry grass, where it was lost. Then he flew away. Laura started to cry. "Don't cry," said the kind little princess. "You shall have the necklace back, for I can see it is yours." And she put the chain over Laura's head. As soon as she did so, one of Laura's tears ran down and hung on the necklace beside the 9 raindrops, making 10. Laura started to smile. She dried her eyes and blew her nose. And guess what? As soon as she blew her nose, the rain began falling. It rained and it rained. The trees all spread out their leaves, and the flowers stretched their petals. They were so happy to have a drink. At last, Laura clapped her hands to stop the rain. The King of Arabia was very pleased. "This is the finest necklace I have ever seen," he said. "Will you come and stay with us every year, so that we have enough rain?" And Laura said she would do this. Then they sent her home in the princess's boat, made out of a pink shell. And the birds flew overhead, and the fishes swam in front. "I am happy to have my necklace back," said Laura, "but I am even happier to have so many friends." What happened to Meg? The mice told the north wind that she had taken Laura's necklace. And he came and blew the roof off her house and let in the rain, so she was soaking wet.